Okay, so this will be the second example in sketching the graph of the hyperbola with center at HK. So example number 2 says, sketch and discuss 9y squared minus 25x squared plus 200x minus 54y minus 544 equals 0. So before we can sketch the graph of this equation, we have to convert this first to standard equation of the hyperbola. Okay, convert muna natin. We have 9x squared minus, 25x squared plus 200x minus 54y minus 544 equals 0. Pagsamahin si mga, this is 9y squared. 9y squared. So, pagdikitin natin yung mga y term, tapos mag-completing the square tayo. So, we have 9y squared minus 54y minus 25x squared plus 200x. Then, transpose the constant term sa kanan. So, factoring 9, this ating y term, so we have 9 y squared minus 6y, factoring negative 25, so this x squared, 200 divided by negative 25 is negative 8x equals 544. I'm going to add 9 here, so 9 times 9 is 81. So I'm going to add 16 here. Okay. 16, negative 25 times 16 is negative 400. Okay. So we have this now a perfect square. So y minus 3 squared minus 25, this will be x minus 4 squared. 544 plus 81 minus 400 is, that will be 225. Then I'm going to divide all of the terms by 225, okay, para mapapunta na siya sa standard form. So we have y minus 3 squared, 9 divided by 225 is 1 over 25. Okay. And 25 divided by 225, so that will be 1 over 9 in lowest term. Okay. Because 225 divided by 225 is 1. So, nasa standard form na siya. Okay. Ito nating standard form. Now, kung ating i-analyze, yung ating y squared term ang positive, yung x squared term natin ay negative. Since ang positive ay yung y squared term at negative yung ating y squared, x squared term, transverse axis natin, yung dadaan sa vertex natin o vertices, ang transverse axis natin, transverse, is parallel to y-axis. Okay? Ibig sabihin, yung ating hyperbola ay patayo, vertical. Okay? So, kunin natin yung i-match natin to doon sa ating equation. So, we have y minus k squared over a squared minus x minus h squared over b squared. Okay? Plus 1. Therefore, ang ating a ay equal sa 5. Okay? Therefore, ang values natin ay a equals 5, b equals 3, and yung center natin located at HK or 4, 3. Okay? Yan. Pwede natin masolve si C at saka si latus rectum. Okay? Solving C. Okay? Para masolve si C, we're going to use the relation C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So we have C equals the square root of 5 squared is 25 and 3 squared is 9. So that will be equal to C equals square root of 34. Okay, in decimal, the value of square root of 34 is 5.83. Okay, 5.83 yung ating C. So, solve rin natin sa LR tsaka equation of asymptotes. Okay, solving LR. Okay, LR is 2b squared over A. So, 3 squared is 9. Diretso ko na. A is 5. So, that will be 18 over 5. In decimal, that will be equal to 3.6. Okay? At kalahati ni LR, that will be half of 18 over 5. So, that is 9 over 5. And that is equal to 1.8. Okay? So, mamaya natin na kunin yung equation of the asymptotes. Okay? Okay, so we already have the location of the center. A equals 5, B equals 3, C equals square root of 34, length of the lateral rectangle 3.6, and half of it is equal to 1.8 units. Now the next is we're going to determine the equation of the asymptotes before we plot, we identify the parts of the hyperbola. Okay? So to determine the equation of asymptotes, y minus k equals plus or minus a over b times quantity x minus h. Now, ito'y vertical. Kapag vertical, a over b. Kapag horizontal yung ating hyperbola, that will be b over a. Okay? So, i-substitute natin yung mga values niya. K is 3, h is 4, a is 5, b is 3. So, we have y minus 3 plus or minus a is 5, b is 3, x minus 4. Okay? Then, if we're going to consider the positive value muna of 5/3, cross multiplying 3, we have 3y minus 9. 5x minus 4. Okay? Transpose natin to. Consider ko muna yung positive. Okay? Kaya wala yung negative doon. Then I cross multiply 3 to y minus 3. Then transpose 3y minus 9 to the other side. So 0, 5x minus 3y minus 4 plus 9. So we have 5x minus 3y plus 5. So ilagay ko na yung 0 sa right side. So this is the first equation of the asymptotes. Okay? So the second equation is if 5/3 is negative. So i-multiply ko, magiging negative yung 5. Okay? Negative yung 5 ha. So i-multiply ko yung si 3 dito. Ito nga dito. 3 times y is 3y minus 9 pa rin. So, negative yung 5. Negative 5 times x is negative 5x plus 20. So, ito na lang ilipat ko. So, 5x plus 3y minus 9 minus 20 equals 0. So, we have 5x plus 3y minus 29 equals 0. So, yun yung the equation ng asymptote, yung second equation. So, ito yung negative ang ginamit nating 5 over 3. Ito yung positive yung ginamit nating 5/3. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito yung papaganito. Slope niya yung negative. So, ito yung papaganitong asymptotes. Okay? So, i-plot na natin yung mga points. So, for the center, we have 4, 3. So, 1, ito na lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So, nandito yung center. 4, 3. So, starting from the center, bibilang tayo 5 units. Naroon yung ating vertices. 5 units upward, 5 units downward. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, ito. Sa baba, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, nandito. So, ito yung B sub 1 natin. So, yung B sub 1 natin will be, parang nag-add lang tayo ng 5 units dun sa 3. Okay? So, parehas ang horizontal distance, 4. And then, 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay? Sa baba naman, magsusubtract ka lang ng 5 units dun sa 3. Okay? So, B sub 1 mo, B sub 2 will be ito, red. Okay. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, 4, 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Kaya nasa negative 2 siya. Okay? For the foci, so bibilang tayo ng 5.83 starting from the center. So kung ito'y 5 units, magdadagdag na lang tayo ng 0.83 somewhere here. Ito yung F1 natin. Sabihin, magdadaglag lang tayo ng 5.83 from 3. Okay? So parehas ang horizontal distance. 5.83 plus 3 is 8.83. Or that is 3 plus square root of 34. Okay? Next, sa baba, magsusubtract lang tayo ng 5.83 dun sa 3 units. So, somewhere here. So, lampas to eh. So, ibig sabihin, 3 minus 5.83 is negative 2.83. So, somewhere here. 2.83. Ito. Yan. So, ito yung ating F2. 4, negative 2.83. Yan. Okay. For the conjugate axis, bibilang lang tayo ng 3 units to the right, 3 units to the left, starting from the center. So, 1, 2, 3. So, then 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Yan. Parang malaki. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So, kulang. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Dito yung endpoints ng conjugate axis. This is B1. Nagdagdag ka lang ng 3 units from the abscissa of the center. So, that will be 7, 3. Dito naman, that will be, nagsubtract ka lang ng 3 units from 4. So, that will be 1, 3. Okay. Now, endpoints of the lateral recta. So, starting from the foci, bibilang naman tayo ng 1.8. So, 1.8 dito. So, 1.8 somewhere here. And then, 1.8 dito. 1, and then 0.8. So, 1 and then 0.8. So, somewhere here. So, dito rin, foci ito. So, somewhere here. Then, somewhere here. Okay. So, ito yung ating sketch ko muna itong ating dikitin ko. Okay. So, ito yung B sub 1 natin. 4, 8. Okay. Now, so naandito yung ating hyperbola. Ito yung ating lateral recta. Ito yung ating transverse axis. Lateral recta. Okay. Then, ito yung conjugate axis natin. Okay, yung pahaba. Okay, yung ating asymptotes. Ito yung ating asymptotes. Tama sa center. Tama dito. And ito yung asymptotes natin. Yan. Okay. Asymptotes na to, ito yon 5x plus 3y minus 29 equals 0. Itong isang asymptote natin is 5x minus 3y plus 5 equals 0. Yung lateral recta natin, e sub 1. Ang kanyang horizontal distance will be, nagdagdag lang tayo ng 1.8 from the center. So that will be 4 plus 1.8 is 5.8. Parang ganito, 4 plus 1.8 is 5.8. Okay? And then, the vertical distance is the same as the foci for 8.83. Dito naman, e sub 3, nag-sub 2, ang kanyang horizontal distance is the same as e sub 1. Okay? Nag-add ka lang na 1.8 from the center. So, 4 plus 1.8 is 5.8 also. And the vertical distance of this e sub 2 is the same as the vertical distance of the focus, f2. So, that's negative 2.83. Dito naman, sa e sub 3, ang kanyang horizontal distance, nag-subtract lang tayo ng 1.8 from the center. So, 4 minus 1.8 is 2.2. So, that is 2.2 here, horizontal distance. Comma, ang kanyang vertical distance, kaparehas lang ng ating focus. And for e sub 4, ang kanyang horizontal distance is the same as e sub 3. That is 2.2. While the vertical distance of e sub 4 is the same as this one, e sub 2, negative 2.83. Okay? So, ang center natin, kompleto na. We have the endpoints of the conjugate axis, the vertices, b sub 1, b sub 2. Okay? Okay. Okay. So that will be example number 2 in sketching the graph of a hyperbola with center at HK. Thank you.